What is up, everybody? I'm doing yeses and nos and coaching questions. We're going to be chatting back and forth, going to be seeing what's up. If you want to book with me, all the ways of contact and also donation is in the description. If you have any coaching questions or things that you want insight on, we're going to be having an open discussion about it, and I'll give you genuine insight that doesn't also have to relate to any type of card reading. I've been a tarot card reader for going into 27 years. So we're just finishing up year 26 right now. I love the work that I get to do, but also we're going to be doing more things here. So if you are new to life, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. And if you are a veteran, say what up. I'm cold. I'm going to be putting on a sweater. I went to Toby Raps last night at Higher Ground. It's a friend of Jason's, and well, they haven't seen each other in like 3 years, so we had to go see. You got to check him out on here, on TikTok, on Instagram. Such a sweet guy. So can't wait to see how that goes. He is going to be, I think, in New Hampshire. If not tonight, if he's not doing it right now, he's doing it tomorrow. But I do know he's kind of traveling New England right now. So let's see. Let's get this chat up. Let's see what is a good word. Ugh. What's up? What's going on here? It was so much fun on the live yesterday. Seriously, one of my favorite things is acting completely dumb to the trolls. It gets them off. It gets them so ticked off. Voice is a freedom. Bird is the word. It was never not the word. Free bird. Diatermopho. Traumapho. What up? Guys, if you are new, say hello. If you want to say where you are in the world, that's fine. We don't need the street address. I just want to hear what part of the world you're in. 3 people signing in now. What up? If you are new, hey, there's my homegirl from another world, Pammy. You guys know her, you love her, and she is going to mute people who get obnoxious at some point. Either that or she just might let me troll the trolls. We'll see. You're in your bed? Oh my God, you're in Brazil? Love it. Hey, in Israel, what up? Hey, in Saudi, you're in the bathroom? Kingdom, you're such a goof. I don't speak Hindi, unfortunately. She did. So, Marco, not for nothing. This may be a hunch. Are you from Brazil? Call me crazy. Hey, Puya. Good morning. What's going on with everybody today? I am doing readings, yes, but I'm also doing coaching insight. I'm going back and forth with you guys. We're going to chill for a bit. I'm going to be on until about 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. It has a booger on it. You know, voice of freedom, if you were a booger, I'd pick you first. Not for nothing. I can't read the words that you put in there, homeless. I'm sorry. King Tariq Bey. I definitely did not send them the Evite, I promise you. Dieter Mafu. Hey, in Germany. I do actually have a few clients in Germany. I love it. Caesar Bays. Also Deutsch. I do not speak Deutsch yet. I was learning that, and then I don't know why I dropped it. You know, one of my goals is to be fluent in at least 4 or 5 languages by the time I'm 40, so we'll see. Jason, I'm not gonna complain about you posting who you voted for. Honestly, that's the whole point of free speech. Need yourself a mammy to come to Germany, darling. Well, I think there's a place where you can actually check those out online. And that's absolutely no judgment. I'm not giving you crap for any of that. There's more than one way to make a relationship. Hey, Maurice. I have not been to Germany yet. Oh my God. So one of my clients just texted me that Gen Z is trying to cancel the thumbs up emoji. Are you serious right now? No. Hey, in India, can I massage my hair? No? I do like sports. I'm not a big sports watcher. I like to play, whatever, whenever. But have you ever heard of the sports basketball? Tell ya, the psych outs are out there. Where am I from? Honestly, nobody even knows at this point. I was just kind of found. All right, so what does D. Termafu need to know? All right, so don't try and pretend that it wasn't a problem for you. It feels like it rocked a sense of security with you, and it also was kind of heartbreaking. You need to stop dwelling on what was and see what's still left. It's not water under the bridge yet, but eventually you'll be able to get over what it is that has been kind of like weighing down on you. You're going through a huge change right now. I'm sorry. Thumbs up is passive aggressive. I'm a millennial, so it's like when I see that, it's like, oh, why don't you just tell me that you hate me? There are easier ways, because millennial sees this and it's like, you might as well be giving somebody the middle finger. Yeah, that is so stupid. If you don't like something, just don't engage with it. Honestly, who the heck cares? Where do you like a guy to finish? Probably at the finish line. If they quit in the middle of the race, that's just weird. Hey, Granal. I have no idea what's with the comments. I was you think I was dropped off by aliens, Pam? No, I think I was just kind of like a science experiment gone wrong. Nathaniel, this is the best I could do for you right now. Chris, oh no. What did I do? No. That is so funny. Yeah, so when I'm like arguing with my significant other and he'll write me something, I'll just be like, yep, thumbs up, great. It's like this meme thing that I saw, and I forget where, it's everywhere. But it's like this one bird says to another, I love you, and the other bird says, good for you. No, it's not a bad one. I read the Bible on a daily basis. So I actually am doing a study for waiting on God's timing right now. What's a show hole? I don't know what that is. Hey, Carl T. So actually, they're both my adoptive parents, Carl T. Ryan Reynolds. I am pretty dude-like, thank you. Oh, you were dropped off by aliens? I tried to hitchhike with aliens, and they made sure that their door was locked. And I was like, really? What the heck? Dr. Disaster. No, I'm not cool at all. What? My brown town? Like my eyes? Does that work? Cooper, why do you want to get shocked? Ooh, somebody's message is held for review. The only glory place that I have gone to that was like kind of a hole in the ground, it was Niagara Falls. That was actually a pretty big hole in the ground. I haven't been to the Grand Canyon yet, but maybe in time. So we'll see. Hey, TWC Myers. You're for the Trump cats? What kind of cats are those? Well, like I was saying to the other person, the only glory place that I've been to that's like a hole in the ground was Niagara Falls. I haven't even been to the Grand Canyon yet. Figure cats? I don't know what that is. So does your husband, Abishk, want to reunite with you in India? Yes, they do. My name is Slim Shady. I'm artsy, no fartsy. I haven't painted in a couple years. I do want to paint again. The host had sex. Cool. You want to sim for me? Not even I want to sim for me, no. You know, I actually had to drive back last night to make sure I didn't leave the stove on. Yeah. Cats lady. Cool. You can put who you voted for. I don't care. It's all welcome. That's the whole point of voting. You get to have a choice. Hope Jones, it's like any other addiction, one day at a time, one stress at a time. Once you get through the honeymoon stage, it's all the psychological stuff. Samir, my name's Slim Shady. I don't think that he can, Taylor. No, I wasn't hot before, during, or after college, mainly because I was always just kind of cool. Oh, my dad, his name is Robert. Thank you for asking. So, Ditermafu, you want to know, okay, so this, it looks like somebody was lying to you and you had been hooked on them for a while. This could be family. It also could be somebody who you just really liked. And I see that once that you caught them in the lie, it's like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I got to get away from this. And it's like you ran. Do I like girls? Like, I think that they're okay in the world. I think they make up of a little bit more than half of Earth's population. I think we kind of have to get along at some point, don't we? Pam, do we have to get along? I don't know. Cards are really bad when you're doing cards. You're putting up the screen taxi pads for you to be a Christian is better. What? So, Nathaniel, I'm kind of confused by that. Can you reword that? You can't have a choice after the election? Well, I mean, you already put your vote in, so it's kind of weird if you're like, wait, hold up. I changed my mind. Yeah, no, you got to do that. Or you can put your name in the hat for like the next time. Hey, country boy, it's weird here right now, so I'm going to be doing insight with cards, which people are just kind of being silly about right now, and also coaching insight. So, as you can see, it gets kind of weird. Few trolls, but it's fun. And if you have anything that you kind of want insight with, go ahead and put your name in the hat. If you want to have a question answered, I've been a tarot reader for finishing up 26 years, going into 27. You want to see me smile? I don't smile. You're an Aries. You are not a person to be messed with. What's worse than ants in my pants? Uncles? Ants in the pants, uncles. Why would there be uncle ants in the pants, though? I don't get it. Cats lady, much love to you. Yes, Pooja, yes, they are. Hot, it's more spiritual than that. What? Your name's Eddie. Could I put a dark spell on you? So you spell dark D-A-R-K, and I'm afraid that if I spell anything darker, it's going to be an entirely different word. So it's a thing. Pam, I tried to hug a honey badger like the other day and it didn't work out well. So you can try and get along, but some things you just kind of have to love from afar. Me, I voted for Donald Harris. I think that was one of the options. Hey, Daruv. I'm doing fairly well, you? You're a loser by, thank you. Not a loser. You're so not a loser. Pooya, thank you so much. You guys are so funny. Okay. Not sure. I don't know. I went to go see what sign I was, and they said warning sign, and honestly, I didn't know what to do with that. So I'm actually not on the market. Guardians of Galaxies. I've been with my significant other. We are in we just finished season 3, so we're in season 4, episode 1, and it's crazy and all over the place. Cooper, I'm sure you can try. Mima 2024. You haven't had spam in years? That makes 2 of us. Eddie, you can't spell dark with the letters that are in Eddie. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Hawaii, I think, is kind of known for its love of spam. And I think that's from, I think, and I may be wrong on this, it's like from World War II. It was one of the abundance of preserved food that had a long, stable shelf life. And it was just like, I think it was left over. So everybody just kind of rocked it. Doesn't it get good until season 6? There are filler episodes. Is Abhishek gonna take the divorce case back? I already told you that they were. I received a penny in dividends on my Robinhood, so you know I'm doing something right. Not for nothing. I have a whole 5 cents of spending on there now. What's my next tattoo? I wanted to get I have 6 tattoos. The last ones I got were these a few years ago, which was in an inebriated state of being. So I actually wanted to get a partial sleeve done. Also excessive pork shoulder. Yay, thank you. I'm glad I got it right. Linda Muir, what's up? Eddie, why would I cast any type of black spell on anybody? That doesn't make sense. One of the things is, whether or not you believe in magic or any of that, everything is about an intention. And when you are putting out a bad intention, you better believe that that is going to come back at you, because if you put out a good intention, it's somehow going to find its way back to you. You don't want to take away somebody's power. You don't want to take away somebody's grace or what they've been doing for themselves. If you get in the way of somebody and try to hurt them, it is only going to hurt you, and whatever you do to them is going to come right back at you. So it does come back regardless of what you believe. Energy is energy is energy is energy. Don't mess with it. Don't wish bad on somebody. Puya, thank you so much. It's not my place here, cat lady. I mean, it's just, what benefit would that have for anybody? So I have bear paws on my back. I have one over here, and then I have hawks doing a yin yang on the center of my back, and then I have Kokopelli at the top of my back up here. Yeah, Nabitha, go ahead. So, you want to know something? You, David, should DoorDash. You're absolutely right, Dr. Disaster. Energy is everything. I'm not Hindu, no. I identify as a Christ follower. Today's message. What does Sachin need to know for today's message? Well, things are about to get a lot better for you. You're regaining your focus, you're regaining your grounding, and you're starting to actually feel a lot more calm. And this is a feminine energy, so nurturing, compassion, caregiving, blossoming, focus, direction, and just a really awesome motherly-like energy. It's like love is at the top of the mind, and that is going to give you a sense of security. Hey, Trevor. You don't want to live. Steph, you don't have a choice. You have to live. You have to. And if nothing else, one of the things that has kept me in life is the idea of I don't want to have to do everything over again. And one of the thoughts and beliefs is, if you take yourself out early, you have to do everything in the exact order, in the exact way, all over again until you learn how to stay in life. Don't give into it. Don't. You deserve to be here. I'm not a witch. No, not even close. General reading for Agnello. And by the way, I'm not hating on witches. I have a lot of witch friends. I have a lot of friends from different beliefs. I'm not hating on anybody. But for me to call myself one, I don't do any of the work for it. I don't earn the title. So, general reading for Agnello. What I see here is, honestly, it's time to pull the thread. It's, well, I actually want to say pull the Band-Aid off. You've been feeling kind of out of sorts with either something or somebody for a while, and you need to address it now and stop being around the bush with it. So I hope that that finds you well. To try and dodge the bullet on this or try and dance around it, all you're doing is making yourself more flustered. Damon, yeah, no, I don't like racial slurs at all. And that well, whether or not I like them is irrelevant. Why does somebody need to, well, feel the need to kind of berate people with such derogatory things? It's not necessary. It's disgusting. What's in Sahida's future? So from what I can see, you got to be very careful of people who are pathological liars. They show up as sometimes as friends, sometimes as family. If there's a charmer who keeps having a way with words, but they have like a path of destruction behind them, see them for what they are and keep the snake at bay. The Butterfly Effect. I watched that movie when I was younger. I kind of grew out of it. I've seen it a few times. It was like, I don't know. I can't watch movies where kids and animals get hurt. Like, I know that it's not real. It's a movie. But there's a very real part of me that just, it starts feeling so much anxiety because a part of me wants to jump in and help the situation, correct it, save somebody in it. It's an over empathy thing. Happy birthday to your father, Caesar. Stacy, absolutely not. Thank you, cat lady. Matt, I don't have a broom. I don't follow any of the holidays. And, you know, my father, he was actually a lot more religious than me. And he got me my first deck when I was like 13. I don't agree with that, Dr. Disaster. I don't think that it's like that. I think that sometimes people lean on it too much and delegate responsibility into the cards rather than take the lead in their own life after a while. It's like I had people who would try and get me to read what they should do about dinner. And I was just like, why? Why is that a thing? No, no, get back to life. You're working on qualifying for your dream job. What's in the cards for you? It looks like working way too hard on this, and it looks like it's actually sabotaging it. You need to put in some breathing room. Too much is too much. Did you do the right thing by blocking your Virgo ex? You had to set them free. Oh my goodness. You praise the power that be, that you had surgery recently, that they found out more malignant things. Now that you're safe, maybe you feel someone put a hex on you. No, it's not a hex on you. There's something that, well, it's obviously something that's predisposed in the genetics, in epigenetics, and that has been expressed in the environment. I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose things. I'm so sorry that you have been dealing with these cancer scares. But you could look all the ways around it, but that would take a lot more like one-on-one work, and that's the time and effort I would want to dedicate to you if you ever want to look into it. By the way, you don't ever have to work with me. You don't ever have to do anything, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to leave no stone unturned. Look into everything, push the doctors to, I don't know, even do second opinions for God's sakes. I've always been kind of that kid who was just very spiritual, very into what makes up the universe, what why, the what and the why of life. I am so not Rick. I'm so happy that you're healing, Sabrina. What will you score at good marks? Will you, wait, are you gonna score good marks? Yes, but also you're kind of playing it safe. You could be putting more work into this. Yeah, this, put more of yourself in. It's still reserved. Is M Aries gonna contact you? Yes. Excuse me. Eddie, there's no hex on you. So Rick, you don't actually have to believe in cards. I know it's not for everybody. And it's not all that I do. So if you want to see the different services I do, you honestly don't have to. You can. You don't have to. It's all welcome. God, my eldest son just got their draft card and it has made me absolutely nervous for them. Obviously, you know, they sacrifice a lot of themselves for this. And on the parent end of the spectrum with this, it's like nobody wants to see their child go off to war. Nobody wants to see them put in danger. I mean, it's terrifying. But what's going to be happening? Military is going to get exceptionally strong in the upcoming year. And it looks like it's not going to be ready for things to take off. It looks like the military is going to be going through some sort of a reform that is going to be making it stronger. It is not going to be going out for a launch just yet, though. But I want you to know there's going to be a lot of fight against that, too. And a lot of people are going to have a lot of conflicting things to say about it. Yeah, it's going to be like the election time with how the military is going to be either reformed or changed. People are going to be super against it. Then you're going to have the complete opposite side of people who are going to be nothing but for it. Those two are going to collide. Hey, Spy, how's it going? You must have had a terrible experience. By the way, if you guys leave a tarot session, if you're having a tarot session and they leave you feeling confused more than anything, if they leave you feeling scared, if they're fear mongering you, if they're feeding into a stupid fantasy, if your gut just feels so wrong with them, either get clarification or get the F away from them and do not take their reading. Because I've seen a lot of readers feed into people's fears and hopes and dreams, and it's absolute insanity. They have no integrity, and I do not want to be associated with them. Hey, Grim Reaper. I think you were on the channel a little while ago. Maybe it was a different Grim Reaper. You put the baby in the fire department box, Slay Queen. What? Are we talking about a food baby? Did you give them a burrito? What did you do? Hey, Nick, what up? It's dealing with chaos as usual. I think we all need to pray for each other, honestly. You know, everything out there. So, Dr. Disaster, everything out there. The air, my hands, your hands, this device, absolutely every molecule is something that is in a constant state of change. It's created, it's destroyed, and in between those, it goes through some sort of a mutation. It's everything that is, was, and always will be is a Christ consciousness. It is energy, it is math, it is transferable, it is constant. So take that for what it is. You are a beautiful and perfect reflection of the Christ energy, as am I, as are the animals, everything. So we can talk about it. That's just how I see it to be. That's what I believe, and that's kind of what I feel comfortable in sticking to. Matt, I hope you stick around, because there is absolutely no hate here. I see what you feel and how you feel. There's no judgment towards you. Hey, Nabitha. So what's coming towards you? I see conflict where you're going to have to stand up for yourself and you need some support coming in from a loved one. Hey, in Atlantic City. You want to know what to share? What have you experienced in your life? What have you learned in your life? Sanhita, that is going to be a book. Everest Mendez, what's coming in for you? So you need to take a stone cold sober look at reality and stop trying to fluff it up. It feels like you need to address the hardships so that they can finally change. And that's not to talk smack to you at all. Chris, thank you. Wait, Chris, is this you from Facebook? Like in Facebook Messenger, I think that we had talked like maybe earlier. Oh no, Dr. Disaster. The trolls on here got nothing to what I've looked into at times. Your cranium is short molecules. You are not wrong, Cooper. Everything is made of the creator, yeah. Steph, thank you. What about the 3 wise men who were at the birth of Christ and the astrologer who brought herbs? I think it was like 13 different herbs. It's not necessarily, you know, a debate, Matt. It's just there are little inferences in there, you know, fortune telling and insightfulness. Yeah, no. Dr. Disaster, it gets deep here, it gets weird here, it gets insightful here. It's a smorgasbord. Oh, I'm sorry that you're dealing with that crazy energy, Sabrina. Make sure that you don't have some sort of leak in the house of anything. Make sure that you're actually safe. Sup, your main reverse skinny dudette. So wait, Running Man, you calling me fat? Fair. Matt, I love that you're here. Well, I'm not a scammer to begin with, so thank you for that. But yeah, if I feel like something's not in its integrity, I don't have any involvement with it. What's coming for Eddie again? You're in Albany, New York? Oh my God, I drive through there all the time. I'm driving through there tomorrow. What's coming for you, Eddie? So for you, you're actually getting away from something toxic, and it seems like that it had its grip on you for quite some time. It's not Capricornian energy or anything like that. I think that you have more than enough information to get away from this, and it seems like it's going to be hard for you to get away from it, and I see you shutting down for a bit. Should out your snake. You named your snake Dixie. Normus. I do not believe in the booger man. No. No, Catherine. I have seen somebody who, oh my God. I think one of the worst readings I ever had was at one of my former best friends. We grew apart, and that makes me so sad. Life took us in different directions. So I was at her gathering at her house like 17 years ago, and I had a tarot reading there, and I just left sobbing because it felt so wrong and it felt so icky. And obviously everything that she said did not come to fruition. Kiki's Delivery Service. Keep seeing that, but I've never actually watched it. Who appreciates the shout out? Wait, what? Kyle. You're funny. What about Norma Stitz? Well, Matt, you can only serve one master. And I promise you, you're good. So Jasper, what is it that you need to know? Well, it seems like there's this vain, I guess, something keeps weighing on you, that there is this thing that's going to be coming at you. The world's going to like fall down at your feet. Somebody's coming in to attack you. There's no fight. You actually can rest and relax and let your guard down. It's a big nothing that's coming your way. It's all talk and no action from whoever this bully of yours would be. Running Man, does you want me to admit I'm talking out my butt? I'm not farting. Not farting. What are you doing? Oh, Catherine, it was so incredibly upsetting. So, Drager, No, not sad. Just I've been doing a lot of 13-hour days and building my coaching practice, which I love. I get to work with people from all walks of life all over the world. And one of my clients, she just actually became the design for one of the new games that are going to be coming out, I think, on PlayStation. She's this complete trifecta, this actress, this artist, and yeah, she's a stand-up comedian as well. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot of her. And she just showed me the part where they used her design for the game, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Sabrina, yeah, no, be very careful. Wait, well, your name's Running Man. I would assume that you don't want to take advice from people who are significantly overweight because in your mind, they probably aren't taking care of themselves. So I totally hear you. Hey, Caesar. No, Catherine, it's fine. Let the trolls troll. I honestly don't care. Hey, AJ, Aria. I think you used to be on here. I've seen that name before. So you, honestly, you have to stay steady on this. Stay focused on what even seems to be the mundane thing. You're not seeing the payoff just yet. It's coming in when you're not paying attention. If you keep focusing in on the end, it's not going to come towards you. You're closed off to it. You need to close everything else off, and that's what's going to get your ships to come in. So the hard work is actually going to put you in a leadership position where I see that you're going to be on a very solid foundation while things are rocking around on other people's plates, but it's not going to be something that affects you. This feels like it's going in with work, which I would see that you're probably getting some sort of either a promotion or some sort of leader role. Any advice for Ginger? You need to rest, and you need to actually defend yourself to rest. People, if you're worried about people calling you lazy or saying that you're not doing anything or that you're not getting up, you don't need to be a performer for people. You need to rest, you need to recover. Why do I need to open a window? It's cold out. It's like 20 degrees out. No way. Jasper, I'm glad. No, you need to have faith, playlist. No. You have some change coming in. It's not a tearjerker. You have actually a lot of protection around you, but you need to decide which way this is going to go. Your ex-girlfriend of 15 years. Well, Steph, I would try and, if they are harassing you, you need to take it to police. 21 love guidance. So you keep making the same mistakes. You need to be single for a bit and or separate into yourself for a bit because you keep, well, making the same mistake in relationships, and you need to have a sense of security with yourself. I'm in the Northeast and it's flipping cold. I hate cold. I hate long nights. I don't know why I'm even still in the Northeast. I need to be on the equator with a sarong around my hips and a virgin margarita because I don't drink anymore. No, Matt, hang around. Love you too, Brosif. This is sign language for really love you. Don't think I'm giving anything wrong. Hey, Amin. What's my situation? Interesting. Caesar, happy birthday to your dad. Herlihy, it's Nick. Wait a second. Bernard, what do you need to know? Sometimes when you lose, you win. So whatever you are losing right now, I want you to know that it's it's actually going to be opening up something that's going to be a lot easier for you. What was the situation with this? This idealistic situation, it seems like it was chasing a carrot, honestly. It was just always out of your grasp. Stop chasing it. For you, learn how to stand still, and I see that you're actually going to be finding your equilibrium. It seems like you've been going so fast for so long. When you do stand still, you're going to have to really kind of work to keep your head above water. Now, I'm currently in Vermont right now, near the Canadian border. It's flipping cold. Yeah. But connecting with some, yeah, Toronto. Nice. I voted for Donald Harris, actually. Ooh, well, you better take care of that. Sabrina, what is it that you need to know? All right, this isn't about lovers. This is about a great opportunity that's about to be gifted to you. And this has been something that you've been kind of missing out on other opportunities. The angel in this is Gabriel. So this is something where normally the problems that other people would have in these situations, it just seemed to have come real easy for you. Your problems are off put way down the road. You don't have anything to worry about right now. Just enjoy the good that's happening for you right now. 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You're in Maine. Oh my God. How do you contact them? Honestly, just talk to them like you would talk to any other human being. It's all energy. Hey, Unique Education. What do you want me to stand up for you, Chris? What's the deal? Hey, Jeffrey. I said Donald Harris, Catherine. Obviously, I'm not going to say who I voted for. Running Man, I would be cute if I dropped, I don't know, let's go with 500 pounds. I need to be a negative weight. 2 years after marriage, you still have feelings for her. Will your paths cross again? Yes, but you can't have anything right now. That's the thing. Gabriel said, I must marry you. I'm off the market, babes. McDermott, what is it that you need to know? It's time to or get off the pot. So this, it looks like you have to move on from something right now. So Steve, with the cards, you learn the definition of the cards, and then you learn the reverse, and then you learn the different colors, the different symbols, different animals, what is being used in this, the way that this is blowing. And I can see the same card for a different person and have an entirely different rating. Salt Lake City. How do you make a YouTube channel? You just make it. Why don't you do your own personal readings? Maybe you can drop weight. Steve, that would be the most depressive thing for me. Do you marry me, girl? No. Sorry. You don't have dental insurance in Vermont. I'm sure that they have dental insurance. They have various insurances. Sabrina, I'm one of the most average people you'll meet. Hey, Lyric. So what can I say? Lyric, be careful of impulsiveness. Instant gratification is not going to be fulfilling to you right now, and all it's going to do is make you feel like you're drowning. I cook everything, Matthew. I'm a total foodie. Matt, no, I'm just messing with the trolls. I honestly don't care. I'm one of the most average people you'll meet. Go to Oregon? I would. Hello, hey, hello, hey. What are these cards? Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Pretty sure. It's the kind of thing you don't think to say. Oh yeah, totally. Grim Gamer. What are you, my son? Okay, well, I have 2 boys, but what are you gonna do? Let's see, you know that you have to go on this journey. Stop trying to fight it. Stop trying to defer it. Stop trying to put it off. You're going to go on this one way or another, and it's going to have to start now. Food doesn't love me back in the way that you love. I love it. Even though your ex is harassing you, still love her and want her back. Oh, I'm sorry. You need an average wife? Well, have fun with that. I hope that you find them. Pretty sure you can read Yu-Gi-Oh cards if you want. I actually have never owned Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I was trying to think off the top of my head, like, okay, because I forgot the kind of cards that my kids used to collect. What was it? It was that Go thing that people had on their phones. Had like Squirtle and stuff like that. What was that? Oh, I'm glad that made sense. One of them's an adult and the other one's a teenager, Matt. Depends on what you're looking into, Rapid. My reading said I gotta drop 40. Dude, I have to drop like 400. Let's be real, okay? Pokemon, yes. Thank you, Jasper. Pokemon and Pokemon Go. You're so right. What do I do living apart from this? I am a life coach and I do hypnosis. I get to work with people all over the world. I work remotely. I can do seminars. I have done seminars. I've done speaking engagements. I do it all. I love it. All the ways of contact are actually on the main page if you want to look into it. No, I'm not an astrologer. I love looking into astrology, but I could not have the attention span. So I know that I just like to like reading about people and reading about, you know, what's to come, but I actually don't want to do the science behind it. Thank you, Caesar. Vipuland, I honestly don't know. A fat life coach is a paradox. Dude, you are going to get used to a lot of paradoxes with me. If I were to give you my pronouns, it would be it and what, but you have to say what like it's a question mark. So honestly, just have at it. You're a relationship expert? Cool. Oh my God. So I actually really love rock climbing and hiking and biking. Oh my God. I used to bike for like 10 hours at a time. And I'm like a dog that needs to be walked with that right now. I've been jonesing to go biking. I just haven't had time recently. You're looking to see how much money you're going to make. That is totally in your control. So money is not going to just like drop at your feet. You are actually going to make your money work for you. I see a lot of investments coming in and a lot of the consistent behaviors on a day-to-day basis. You work hard for the riches that are coming in, and I don't see you retiring. What am I doing tonight? Regretting a lot of decisions. Ooh, Pam, should we play Hemorrhoid Hunter with Isaiah here? Read some cards for us? You got to put in a question, Sunshine. Now, you know that boulder in that Indiana Jones movie, Running Man? That was me. Like, I was the boulder. You're welcome. So, I'm not a hypnotherapist. Therapists actually really hate it when hypnotists say that because they didn't go through the courses for therapy, which I will be starting probably this coming fall. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll have time. But yeah, no, so I've been a certified hypnotist. I trade under Peter Blum. He's based in Woodstock. And yeah, I got certified with that in 2010. Thanks, Vince. You want me to do your cards however that works? All right. So what this is telling me is, you know that there's something that you need to put to rest so that you can actually have a very happy and fulfilling life. I see that there's a betrayal that you need to face so that you can move forward. Whatever this is, it has been the line on the floor that you won't allow yourself to cross, and you keep making excuses for it, and all I see is anger erupting out of it. There's a 9, which is ending cycles, and then 10, and then 10, and then 10. Dude, you got to get this going now. Your life is not going to wait for you. Get to it. I'm a comedian, huh? No, I'm just very sarcastic, especially with trolls, because honestly, I was married to law enforcement for years. I have such a thick skin. It's like whale blubber. No joke. You can make whatever joke you want on that one. The trolling here is killing you. Yeah, awesome. No, Pam, they do have lives. They're just choosing to mess with me. So honestly, if they feel like they are wasting my time, they're truly wasting theirs, which I am more than happy to have them waste their time with me. It means that they're not doing something horrible. How are you going to shape your life? That's going to take a lot of one-on-one looking into with you. That's not just one question. Yeah, so if you go to the main page on here, there's always a contact. There's links to my other pages. And if you go in the description or on the main page, there's always a contact. Feel free to reach out. It's all good. I hope that was good, Rough Rider. I honestly don't know if you're trolling me or not. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to see what I see. Is hemorrhoid hunting? No, one of the trolls put that in, and honestly, whatever. What are you lacking? You're not lacking anything. Rough Rider, I'm not worried about it either way. If you're here, cool. If not, you're doing something else. How are you going to shape your life? Well, from what I can see, there's something that you have to go back to. Believe it or not, it's not over, it's not done, and you can't let it go yet. Yes, no, I'm not doing tricks. It's just I'm kind of showing that I'm shuffling on camera because I never do in the videos. David Hill, whether or not you think you need them, God is already there. So, believe it or not, you're made of the reflection of God. You got to deal with that. You are some aspect of God. You have a purpose. Believe it or not, even if you think that you're the biggest a-hole and that you've screwed up, regardless of who you are, you have a purpose in the world. I have no idea, Matt. Good God. I think when I had my first spiritual encounter when I was in a really dark place, it was 11/27/2014, and it was 2 days before something horribly drastic was about to happen for me. And I remember crying to God. I remember God to, take this pain away. And I felt this warm wave of love just kind of wash over me. And it was one of the most beautiful things in the world. And in that night, I became born again Christian, which I'd always been a Christ follower in my life. I was just in the worst point of my life, and it was hell. I almost didn't survive it, but got through it. And it was in that moment with, the Christ consciousness. Is there something important that Sabrina needs to know? So for you, it may seem like things are unfair, but you have to have the mental stamina to get through it. You're here to actually have a strong life. And if you want to have a strong life, you're going to be put through some crap. It's because you can always say, God gives their biggest battles to their toughest warriors. That doesn't account for an email, okay? But you're here for a tough life. You are going to go through some strength training. What does Lavender need to know? Well, you're going to have some really conflicting messages where you're just going to be feeling rejected in the near future. But honestly, this needs to change. You need to feel this pain from this person or from this situation because this was unhealthy to keep going. Yes, I did. Oh, Matt. Use a silly goose egg. Is Rough Rider's going to see their daughter again? It's too soon right now. There's a lot of change that is going to be happening. And from what I can see, there's an energetic block between you and this kid. And I don't think that it actually comes from the kid. I think that this is based off of past decisions that were made in this situation that have put in the block. So a lot of this is going to be changing. And I think that a lot is going to be dealing on whoever the caregiver is for this child right now. So when is this going to be happening? You're probably looking at next summer when things are actually going to be fully on the other side of this. So Atheist, I'm actually a life coach and I do hypnosis. You should really check those out too. I'm this is 15% of the work that I do. Oh God, Chris. So yeah, they're coming in because you need to shoo them away. No, David, they're not. I've never really, I remember being younger and wanting to be cool and into witchcraft, but I always felt kind of it wasn't for me. I always felt like it was not something I could be authentic in. I have witch friends, I have Jewish friends, I have friends of all religions, and I work with people of all religions. I think he's Seoki, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not saying it improperly. This is getting kind of quiet. It's totally cool if it is. If nobody has any other insights or anything like that. Need a drink. I'm gonna have to go in a few minutes. Is that my real tooth? I would hope so. Like, I have at least 5 teeth, right? Yeah, it looks like I have more than 5 teeth. It's a thing. You predict it's all garbage? If you want to be a silly goose, get in the pond. You know, when I look at my teeth on here, they look fine. Like I have a little gap here because that's always been there. There actually used to be a gap in here, but since I got, you know, out of adolescence, they kind of grew together and crossed over in front. These have always been a mess down here. Who all agree with this witchcraft? Dude, what are you doing? You're getting into this now, you're going? Oh, well, I'm going to be going in just a few minutes, but I am going to be back on Monday. Can I gargle water in my mouth? Dude, I can't even talk and breathe at the same time, so... And if you ask me to walk and talk, oh my God. No, I can't multitask. If you ask me to sleep and breathe, I'm screwed. You're a cop then? You're a cop, right? I know a cop when I see one. Oh my God, my ex-father-in-law was a detective, and he still tries to play detective. He's been retired for a while. My ex-father-in-law, mind you. I'm pretty old. Well, Matt, I hope that you'll see my other lives where I'm doing coaching and I'm doing other insightful works. How's that? No. Cop got a real I don't know what that is, Catherine. Do I have pink on my feet? I have socks on my feet. Like, that's a thing. Seasoned. What's my real job? Well, I do a lot of the work that you see. If you go to the main page, they'll have like the list of the services I provide for it. The main thing that I do, what I really has taken up everything, and I love it so much, is life coaching and hypnosis. See, look, sock. You're a cop, Catherine. Honestly, is that a bad thing? David, straight up gangster here. Oh, wait, something held for review. Catherine, I'm calling you out. Dude, I'm almost 40. I'm turning 40 next year. No. Cards are silly. Atheist, you were trying to be rude before. Just stick with it. It's totally fine. I have done live hypnosis sessions online, and it doesn't matter where we are. Hey, in the UK, it's like 3 in the morning there, or maybe 3:30. What are you doing? Betting lessons. Oh, yeah. Well, eventually, tarot cards are not going to be part of the work. I'll always know how to read cards, but my goal is in the next year to have them completely off the table. Not that I have anything against them. It's just I really love the work that I get to do with the whole coaching thing. You know, you can't sleep, huh? What's keeping you awake? What's ailing you? Can I make a tongue taco? I am not cutting out my tongue, anonymous game warden. So, Rough Rider, if you want to book anything, it's by the minute, and you could book any of my services. DM me. We'll talk prices and payment plans, all that jazz. I don't have my Bible in front of me, and I have it on the phone, but I kind of can't open it while I have this app open. 40? Yeah, no, I'm going to be 40 next year. Poor daughter. I'm sorry that she has the flu. That sucks. No, Dale. No. Anonymous, I don't think that I can. No. One of my goals is to see One of my goals is to see every inch of this world before I have to leave it. Obviously, that means I die. I want to see every inch of this world before I die. Matt, I absolutely love the people I get to work with. Ew, Dale, knock it off. Hot Pockets and Boom Booms. Are you saying that you ate a Hot Pocket and now you have the farts? Well, I can guarantee you I am not a small percentage of anything. I think it was Running Man on here who called me out for being a total whale. Whatever. It's all good in the hood. Catherine, don't encourage it. Pam, don't you dare encourage it. And then there's of demand to keep giving the farts. I can't stand up. I have this. I'm actually like hunched over right now because it doesn't go up all the way. Zeus. What about the 3 wise men who are at Jesus' birth, huh? I cannot do a 360 with my head. This is not, what is it? The Exorcist. There you go. If you tickle, knock it off. Hey, Jerry. It's chaotic here. I have to leave in 2 minutes, and you're seeing people suddenly with a foot fetish. It's a thing. Feet for free on the internet. You guys are so silly. Come on. Some serious creeps. Melissa, you don't even know the half of it, girly. Like, it gets pretty funky here. Full moon tonight. But they were wise and they were insightful and they were able to give insight on what was happening. Am I right about that, Matthew? One of my favorite stories in that was the farmer who was making a deal with the people who were working on the farm. It's like, listen, I'm going to pay you this much. Is this what you agreed to? And they're like, yes. And then he made a different agreement with other people. It was a different amount. And then the people who he made the agreement with before, like, what the heck? You made this with them? And like, yeah, this was good for you. This is good for them. What does my deal with them matter with you? So it's like you find out what your value is and you find somebody who's willing to give that. You can't damn somebody for what they find in something else. If you find JC in real life, can you let me know? I'm not a Bible scholar, you goofball. I just read it on a daily basis. Well, I think that's Scientology, Edward, if I'm not completely mistaken. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to get going for the night. It was awesome having you here. And if you want to book with any of my services, reach out. All the ways to contact are on the main page in the description. Go nuts. It's all welcome. It's all good. Hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't get too crazy. Have a wonderful night.